To another video on Path of Exile. In this one, I'm now certain that Elon has been playing a boosted account this entire time. And it's a disservice to anyone who believes him in thinking that he's actually good at PoE2, because he's not. And he's lying to everybody. And he's essentially, this is fraud. This is like, you're saying you're doing something, but you're not actually doing it. So he's playing these maps, and he's playing a tier 15, I think, here. And literally just spamming a skill because his gear is not maxed out, but it's pretty damn good. And he's got like a relatively easy build to play. You could give this to, with this gear, with this build, you could give this to like a 10-year-old and they'd be able to play this easily. This is not hard. It's very easy. He doesn't have a loot filter, as you can see. He's not picking up, anything other than Waystone 15s from what I recall. And he's just, clicking randomly every which way and not really knowing what he's doing. Not picking up Regal shards, which I guess he doesn't really need as much, but I mean, even at this point in hardcore, I would think you'd be crafting and doing certain things to maximize your build. So that being said, he's just not picking things up that I personally would be, even at this point. Even at level 96, I'd be picking up a Regal shard if I had one drop. Elon's Maps. Why would he name a tab Elon's Maps if he was playing this himself? New equipment, sale, talisman, weapon, and so on and so forth. But why would you name it Elon's Map? Why would you not just name it tier 15 maps or tier 16, tier 17, whatever you want? Why name it Elon's Map? And he's just doing this super slow. Let's see what he does here. So that's not connected to anything. He hasn't run these other 2 maps here, or 3 maps here, so he can't go there. But he tries multiple times, and he goes, If you're level 96 for the second time in hardcore, I guarantee you, you're not doing that.
You see, like,
I don't even do that, and I'm only level 85.
At position 20 on the ladder.
So now, I think he fights a boss here. Let's see, where's the boss? Oh yeah, here we go. So he's fighting this Meltwax Mockery. He's run out of mana here. He's not using his mana flask to finish the boss off quickly. He's just spamming buttons, trying to see like what's going on. He's flickering away for some reason when you just kill the guy. There we go. Finally uses a mana flask after like 10 seconds. Kills the boss. What is this? Okay, so now he's like, oh no, my inventory is full, so he drops it. And he starts dragging these over. Why not just close your inventory and pick them up much faster? I thought you were all about efficiency, Elon. What is that? What's the point of that? And he leaves like the tier 2 on the ground. I just don't understand it. Okay, so anyways, now let's go further. Back to this map. Okay, so cool. So let's see what he says here. This is interesting to hear as well.
Yeah, that's pretty dicey.
So that's a tier 16.
Okay, this is pretty much as hard as it gets.
Not really, it's not. It can get harder than that.
So, level 16, Waystone.
I mean, you could put a lot of different modifiers on that to make it harder, but sure.
There are 4 things there.
4 things, yes. 4 things. Not a breach, not a mirror, not what's it called?
Oh, this one has the
irradiation,
real risk of dying.
Not a corruption. It's just 4 things, because I know what each of those modifiers are. I just call them things now. I don't call them anything else. Who here thinks Elon has played this game himself? If you think he's played it himself, I have
Meditate?
I have something to sell you, basically. Like, that doesn't exist. So now he's meditating. I don't know what this build is, so I can't speak to like the usages of skills, unfortunately. I wish I knew. But just the fact that he's not turning on his extended staff, like this thing. Yeah, there we go. Finally turned it on. And he's just swinging like weirdly at nothing, flickering to nothing. Just seems odd to me. And there's no loot filter. That's the really odd part. You don't.
This is max difficulty on hardcore.
No, it's not. It's not max difficulty, but it is on hardcore. I'll give you that.
If there's a way to get higher difficulty, I don't know what it is, but
that's because you haven't
maxed out.
You haven't played the game. That's why. You're just playing maps. I am almost certain of this now. I was trying to give him benefit of the doubt in my previous videos. I was like, you know what? Maybe he plays, but just the fact that he doesn't even know these things pop out of the ground. Like, he doesn't go near them to get them to pop out first. And just, yeah, literally. I don't know what to say, guys. I'm speechless. I'm disappointed. I thought Elon was better than this, but clearly that's not the case. I mean, if he's willing to lie about something like this, a game, and his achievement in that, what else is he willing to lie about? It's sad to see. And I say this because I'm just, like, it just annoys me, because, I thought maybe he played it. Maybe he was just tired that day because he hadn't had much sleep. But when you see all this and just the way he's playing it, just the way he's moving around, and then the most egregious thing is it happens at the end of the stream when somebody asks him to take a look at his equipment, and he doesn't pick up the tier 5, which is surprising. Doesn't pick up the Exalt.
So I put him over the character.
Who in their right mind does not pick up the Exalt here? Do you have that much currency that you don't need to pick up the Exalt? I don't think so. I don't care what level you're at. Even and especially if you're trying to get to be number 1 in hardcore, you're picking up every Exalt you see, every Divine you see, because you're gonna need those to get better gear. You're not gonna be the chances of you finding the better gear are probably lower than if you had to trade for it. So the fact that he's not picking up any of that is very telling, in my opinion. All he picks up are the tier 15s, and that's it. Nothing else. So I'm gonna skip past this because this is just like, man, whatever. It doesn't really matter. There's a breach.
Fatal.
Skip. Okay. Let's take a look at your equipment, Elon.
Could be better, but it's pretty great.
I mean, he could have just said, no, I'm not going to show you, but he decides to show you.
So you can see.
So this staff is already probably like 600 DPS at least. Maybe 550, 600, something like that, maybe higher. And he's saying,
like, this is a great staff, but it's only a level, 62. So
I mean, if you've played the game at all, there's a difference between item level and level required to equip an item. And clearly, Elon doesn't even look at that, prompt right there next to his mouse cursor. Inspect. If he was even slightly familiar with the game, he would have been like, you know what, it's a level 62 requirement, but the item itself is press Alt, this. My guess is this is at least like a 78 or a 79, maybe even an 80. It's possibly an 80, I don't know. But there's no way it's level 62. I can guarantee that.
Like, it's actually very hard to get equipment in hardcore. So, here I am, like, level 95, but my staff is only level 62.
That's why I'm clearing maps with no issues. I'm lacking damage.
I haven't been able to find a better staff, in over 30 levels.
Look at that. Look at that energy shield on that thing. He's got 36 lightning resist, 18 chaos resist. I wish I had that helm. I would love that helm right now.
My helmet is level 56.
That amulet. And okay, another thing, like to nitpick, he could have just said it's an advanced staff. I wish I had an expert or something. But the fact that he doesn't even mention that tells you that he doesn't understand the game, okay? I'm just going to put it out there. Here, I would look here at defense modifiers, and if I was new to the game, I'd be like, what does that even mean? Elon doesn't even mention the defense modifiers. He goes back to its level 61. He doesn't talk about the resistances that he has, the 38, the 31 fire, and the increased energy shield. He's got so much energy shield because of these items. And this defense modifier upgrade is huge. And he doesn't talk about it. Normally, if Elon was, discussing this stuff, then I'd be like, okay, he's been playing this game. He knows what he's talking about. Chances are the next team stream, he will discuss this stuff because everyone's going to pick up on this. Everyone's going to be talking about this. And he's going to know, you know what, I got to step up my line game. I got to know this game. I got to understand it. So he'll maybe do some research and, maybe watch this video, learn something.
Amulet level 61.
Then we've got a ring, which has fire modifiers on it to give him the 42% fire resist, to give him that extra elemental resist. And he's not talking about that either. I think it gives extra elemental resist too, if I'm not mistaken. Or because that modifies fire. So it would affect that as well. And I think it also affects the fire damage to attacks. So any fire modifiers it does affect. I could be wrong on the elemental resistance because I'm not really familiar with this mechanic, I'll be honest. I just know that you can do it. And I accidentally valid a ring, and global chat was like, you valid it way too early, buddy. You needed to do this to augment it further. So that's how I learned about it. And I'm no expert by any means, but Elon clearly doesn't even understand that.
Ring is only level 48.
And now he's got a breach ring, which has got attribute modifiers to give him 49 increased intel. What else? That's it. 49 increased intel, I guess. But still, that's like a lot of attributes right there. You would not have that much. I don't know why attribute modification was done. Maybe he needed more intel, but that's why I guess this ring's okay, I guess. I don't think it's that great, but the 12 chaos resist is pretty nice. The magic find's pretty nice on it. I guess the increased mana regen, but I think this ring could be better. But it is hardcore, and items are hard to come by. So this one, I'll agree with him. This could be better, I think.
49.
Now this chest, I want this chest. I wish I had this chest. It would make my build improve to the point where I could actually clear my tier 14 maps and get to tier 15 pretty easily. But I don't have it. Elon has this. But look what he says about it.
At least a level 75 jacket.
That's it. That's all he has to say about it. Nothing about the energy shield, nothing about the evasion. It's level... What is it? Level...
my helmet
72,
is level
I think
56. Amulet level 61. Ring is only level 48. 49.
75. But the fact that he's got evasion and energy shield on this and that much of it is huge, in my opinion. He's also got cold resist. He's also got a lot of life regen, but the biggest thing there is the increased evasion and energy shield. And he's got movement speed on it. You can't go wrong.
At least a level 75 jacket.
This is the coup de creme or whatever the thing is. I forget the phrasing, but basically this is the cherry on top. He's got Hands of Wisdom in action. Maxed out. Really good rolls. And this is what he has to say about them.
Yeah, level 52 here.
Then he talks about his belt with lightning, fire resist, +2 to charm slots. So he's got 3 charms. And he's got increased mana recovery and increased charm effect duration.
Level 56.
That's all he has to say about it. Level 70 for the... I'm guessing he's going to say that for the boost. It's got level 70. Not to mention the 30% increased movement speed. Not to mention the cold resist. Not to mention the increase in energy shield.
Level 70. So...
Doesn't even know what charms are. Guaranteed. He's just scrolled over and he's like, what is this?
It's like, equipment's not like... It's actually... pretty low level compared to my character level. But it seems to work pretty well.
Yeah, because you'd have no idea how equipment works in this game.
It's all...
PoE 2, PoE is all about equipment. And this guy has no idea. about the core mechanic of the game. This game is built on finding the right equipment and using it to maximize your character and your build. So yeah, that's my rant on the latest Elon live stream. I wish he knew how to play the game. I wish he'd actually played the game. But it is what it is. Don't forget to leave a like, share, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.